Listen, God created angels and they were demons. We don't have a scripture where he says, and he regretted making demons. After making you, he says, I regret that I made a human being on earth. God got troubled by making you. Understand how evil you are. You are the biggest mistake of God. So in the vision that the Lord gave me, I saw angels. It was like an army of angels, and I heard this voice, an army against an army. And then I saw the vision clearly with another army of angels, but these ones were looking grotesque. You're talking about filthy, like zombie-like, but with an angelic form. And then the army that came, as it were, from the Lord was exactly as you would depict an army of angels. And in the valley, among houses and roads and streets, I could see other ones. And the Lord said, that's the army of the angels that have come for death to be rampant on the earth.
Responsible for death.
They are responsible for death. Says, but if my people are going to listen, humble themselves and pray, they will be protected from all that. But watch this, Matthew 24. So I want to show you something that they're not showing you. And Jesus went out and departed, thus, of course, from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. So he began to speak to them from there what was going to happen. So he began to show the buildings of the what? Of the temple. So he's explaining to them, he's explaining to them everything. Then he gets to verse number 37. Watch this. This is the forgotten prophets of Jesus about the end times. That as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. That means exactly as it was before, you're going to see it again. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall be.
The days of the coming
of the Son of Man. So the region where we are in is a time that is actually sensitive, that Christians can stay at home. Sunday service can decide, I'll just do 1 hour and then go. It's no longer that time. The ones who are serious will be serious. And the angels that have been deployed are not small angels. I'm not talking about their small angels. I'm talking about the ranking here is a high rank of angels to the light of the one that appeared in Exodus that doesn't forgive. There's no time to play church. Now, when I began to see this, I waited for the signs. I want to show you something.
Let's say.
Do you see this? Yes. This is in UK. Look at the date. What is the date?
18 August.
18 August 2025. They are already preparing for mass fatality resilience. This is a tender that has already been given. And by the way, this is lot 2. There is lot 1, there is lot 3. They are already expecting millions to die. Imagine while you're in your houses, go to work every morning. The government already understands that some people are dying.
A lot of them.
They are already accommodating people and accommodating tender applications. Tender applications are already being handed over. And you guys are sleeping in your house. You're okay with it. When we start telling you the agency, and we tell you be serious with God, you think we are joking. Yet the world is not joking out there. They're already presenting it to you. They're already showing it to you. What do they know that they're not telling us? I get it if you ask a government official, they'll say, you know what we are doing is just to be prepared. Prepared for what?
For what?
You just said it's 2 years. The contract is for 2 years.
2 years.
What did you use? What measurement did you use to prophesy this thing?
Are you prophetic? You are
Let me show you something that is so evil. Please put that robot up there. You see that? That robot is a body eater. It's actually called the eater robot. Because it's not just taking the dead bodies from the streets. No, it digests them. All right, I use digestion here so that it becomes graphic so you understand. That's why you find that it's very small. Who thinks we need to take this robot to pick people from the street? What kind of disease is it that they don't want anyone to touch? And they are literally looking forward to a disease where you don't touch anybody. That means that disease will be spread by contact. Do you notice that all their diseases are not sexual? They tried HIV, it didn't wipe up Africa. So what they are trying now is to tell you that if you touch someone, if you just breathe, it is in the air, so that they can put restrictions on you, and they put you in your house and tell you don't move. If it was sexual, it would be in your own house. Who would care? It would be in your own house. And you do your own thing, or in another room and you do your own thing, and you come out, you are clean, even if you touch anyone. But the diseases, these pandemics that are coming, you breathe.
You breathe. That's in the environment.
Yes. So they are so conducive for whatever their narrative is to keep you under lockdown. Now I want you to see something so that you understand that it's not just you but Angel. Can you put the X account for Bakele? That's the president of El Salvador. This is what he posted when your president, your prime minister in Britain said there's going to be digital ID cards. This is another president saying, and he causes all both small and great and rich and poor and free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand. In their. This is a president commenting about another president. You come from Okoro, Tekwede, just down the road from Yonini. You're arguing. I know it's just digital ID. Another president is saying, this is it. This is the book of Revelation. Right in your house in Chabalala, you are disagreeing. You are putting a comment, it's not true. A president is saying, this is it. Notice he didn't even say, Nayib Bukele is saying. No, he just said, Kais Tema's video here, a scripture from the book of Revelation.
As it is.
Make up your mind. Another president is seeing something wrong.
You are not seeing it.
And you're not seeing it. I'm not saying if you come from Chabalala, you would not see better than the president. No. You might be wise. But these guys meet, they discuss these things. They know exactly where the world is going. And they are approached to do this, change this law, change this law. Let's do this by globalists. And then they don't. Then they come in and say, I know what this is.
Yes.
And you're still dumb enough to not take their word. I tell you something. If people show you their what? Their colors, believe them. If someone says this is green, don't say no, it's not green. I want to say it's pink. No, they are showing you their colors.
Yes. Amen.
All COVID-19 was a training event.
Training.
They were busy trying to show you. They were busy trying to say to you, we are trying to measure your conformity to our rules. And guess what? You swallowed hook, line, sinker, the fisherman, his boots, and the stool he was sitting on, and the green that was under the stool. Everything, and the t-shirt he was wearing. And guess what? Now they say, take the card. Then they say, but don't worry. It's not like compulsory. It's just required by law for you to work. If you don't want to take it, you don't take it. But you won't work and you won't eat. Tell them about the depopulation of Africa. I want you to see.
Was to reduce the population. So to give aid to countries in Africa, not clean water and schooling and things like that, but contraception and abortion. In order to shrink the population of Africa, because they have great mineral resources there.
That sounds diabolical.
Yes.
That sounds like something conceived in the mind of Margaret Sanger.
Definitely. And so at the time, Kissinger and those involved with the Carter administration wanted to shrink the population, make sure that the Africans do not develop and do not use the resources for themselves, because we in the States, we need them. There is a concerted effort of foreign powers to control the population of Africa. Africa is a huge continent, could feed thousands more people, but the policies of the West, especially in Europe. For example, between 1990 and the year 2000, the United States, Canada, and Europe contributed about $6 billion in contraceptives. Not to help the people, not to give clean water, clean food. That is
not to fight malaria, for example.
No, of course, perish the thought. Never let them die. That's the whole idea. So In our work in HLI, we denounce this reality to make the Africans aware that they have to defend themselves against the influence of foreign powers.
Is it just the United States, or do you believe that China is also playing a role in jockeying for the resources of Africa?
China is playing a major role because China is buying property in Africa. For example, in Mozambique, which is a Portuguese-speaking language country, when Portugal was in charge of Mozambique, they used to export rice. Now they are importing rice from China. Because they cannot produce. The socialism has wrecked the production of rice. And the Chinese come and buy farms. So,
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
What is China doing?
They're now buying.
Because they definitely know what's coming. But we don't know. How can countries sit together and plan and sign the vaccine mandate for a disease that is not yet there? But they know it's coming. But they didn't tell us about it. 2015, Bill Gates predicted COVID.
Addicted.
Fauci in 2016 predicted COVID would be in the administration, the next administration, meaning Trump's administration. When did he become a prophet? That means there are things that they know underground, behind the scenes, and we just recipients of something that they actually formulate in their own rooms and in their bedrooms. What do we then do for things to operate? We gotta pray. So that we remove the people who are diabolical, who are at the top, who are sons and cousins of Nephilims, the fallen ones. And some who are direct descendants of the fallen ones. Some who have the blood of the fallen ones.